Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning, adventurers. Today we're hanging out at the Grand Canyon to the south of France. We just checked out of our Airbnb here in Prague. We immediately went from the city to the middle of nowhere in the jungle in Vietnam. The entire family is back there watching us, I presume laughing.
This place is incredible. It might be one of the most unique places we have ever been.
We made it! First road trip done, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
And welcome to our 500K subscriber extravaganza.
Oh my gosh, 500,000 people looking at our faces all the time. That's wild.
It's probably not gonna be that much of an extravaganza, but we are going to do a Q&A because we haven't done one of those in a really long time. And you guys actually ask us questions all the time and we never get around to answering them in our videos.
No, but today we will. We'll answer them all.
Every last one.
Everyone. No, that would be ours. So we're gonna answer a lot of them.
So we asked you guys on Instagram and our YouTube community page to send in any questions that you have about the RV, travel, life in general, us two knuckleheads. And boy, did you guys come through.
So many questions.
Yeah, we're about to hit the road for Colorado. That's why we're at the garage right now, because this is our last day to film this video and to get all this stuff done. So we're kind of scrambling around trying to do it very quickly. So we're probably gonna do a little bit of a Q&A, but also do a little bit of final work on the RV, and that's gonna be it. The very first question, what's the looming bad news with 3 cry faces? Well, if you guys remember in our last video at the very end, we hinted to some bad news.
Yeah.
So first off, let me preface this by saying we have had a string of bad luck, and it's continuing.
Just when you think you hit rock bottom,
Yeah.
you just get dragged and dragged and dragged.
So you guys remember in one of our previous videos, we actually got a major overhaul on the engine of the RV. We actually put a new engine in it. We got new radiator, new brakes, new hoses, all kinds of stuff.
Everything.
Basically made that engine like new.
So we mentioned that we had a little more tuning to do on the EFI. It wasn't quite there, but sadly, now in addition to that, it's not starting again.
Yeah. So that's always the risk you run when you do that much work, because so many things have been changed in there. There are so many little parts, lots of man hours. So there's lots of little things that can go wrong, obviously. Unfortunately, we're not very mechanically inclined, which you guys are well aware of. If we were, I would go in there and try to figure it out myself, but it's way over my head. So we are going to have a mechanic come in and he's going to take a look at it and try to figure out what the problem is. Hopefully it's something very small, but and then we can get her back up to snuff and back on the road.
But so that means not only is it not running right now, but we are not going to be able to drive it out to the gutted event. Yeah. So for any of you who are coming and hoping to see Clementine in all of her glory, we are very, very sorry, but she will not be there. We will still be there.
Yeah.
We will have...
You can see us in all our glory. I hope that's good enough.
Hopefully.
We're pretty bummed about it, but that's okay. We will get it fixed. We will be back on the road, but for now, we're just gonna have to drive old Durango Doug out there, which is this right here.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's really kick off this Q&A. So the next question is, when will you start Europe touring again? We actually had a ton of questions that were asking when we would do international travel next, if we'd be going to Europe.
Yep, and the answer is in 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week, we'll be in Europe, you guys.
We will be flying to Germany. So we've talked about this a little bit. The trip was supposed to be before gutted, but because the RV was in the shop for so long, we ended up postponing it until after the gutted event. So we're heading out to Colorado for the week, and then we will go to Germany. We're gonna be driving through Austria and through northern Italy. So we're gonna be doing a huge 2-week road trip.
We're gonna be in an electric van. Not quite like a Sprinter van or like this. It's gonna be a whole different thing. You'll just have to see it.
We've only driven an electric vehicle once, and it was in California where there are many charging stations. So this is gonna be very interesting. Being in a foreign countries, and trying to charge this bad girl while we're driving and camping. It's gonna be wild.
It's also our first time flying internationally since COVID.
A
so like
year
a year
and a half.
I don't even know what to expect. It's gonna be such a different world out there.
I don't know.
But we're gonna take you guys along for the ride. And speaking of traveling, a lot of you guys were asking specifically if we're vaccinated. We are vaccinated.
Yes, we got vaccinated, their second shot back in May.
But we still haven't gotten COVID.
At least that we know of.
Yeah, maybe we still will, I don't know. But we're vaccinated and we're getting back out there, you guys, rain or shine. Do you see yourselves doing this as your job long term, or do you ever long to do this plus something else? We actually had a lot of questions in this similar vein, people just wondering how long we were gonna keep this up. There's really no easy answer to this. I think some days we're like, yeah, travel, we still love travel. And then some days we're like, I'm done traveling, let's go get a house or buy an RV or...
Yeah. just slow down a bit.
Yeah.
I think that the channel will be around indefinitely. I think we really enjoy making videos. Now, what we do in those, obviously, this last year, we kind of pivoted and got the RV, and we've been doing that.
We really like doing this renovation stuff, so I don't think that's going to change. I think maybe we'll get another trailer, or build a tiny house, or maybe renovate a house or something like that. We'll probably do that, but we probably won't stop traveling either. So it'll be a mix of all of it.
Yeah, I think travel will always be there. Eating food will always be there. But then I think we really like the renovation, so I think that'll be the next phase. All those three things, all the best of it.
Here's a good one. No question. Just you guys are great. And Eric, lucky guy, because Allison equals damn. Couldn't agree more, my friend.
Well, thank you.
I say that every morning. Damn.
That's maybe not what they
Well,
need
TMI.
to know.
Sorry, guys.
Jeez.
Next question. How did we lose our wedding rings? Well, I lost mine at a restaurant a long time ago. I tried to get it back, but they didn't find it. And then I decided I don't really like wearing rings anyway, because they can get caught on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you lose them and you get all nervous. So screw rings. I'm over
So
it.
I still have my engagement ring, or most of it. As you can see, one of the diamonds fell out recently. Or, I don't know. Are they diamonds? Yeah, diamonds.
It's a
right?
diamond.
Okay.
You don't know if it's a real. It's a real diamond.
And then my wedding band, I actually lost it in the bedroom at my parents' house years ago. Haven't been able to find it. I don't know if it got sucked up in a vacuum or
Gone
I don't
to
know.
the ether.
Yeah.
And eventually she'll lose that, and then
yeah.
we'll just be ringless.
All the diamonds will fall out, and then I'll have to get rid of it.
What's funny though is everyone thinks we just got engaged when we travel around.
I know.
They're like, "Oh, is this your honeymoon?" That's why. Here's a nice quick one. How old are you two?
Too old.
How old do you think we are? We always do this thing where we make you guys guess. You should leave a comment before we answer this and pause the video, say how old you think we are, and then see if you were close or not.
I'm 24 years young.
Yeah, and I'm
Plus-
actually 25, so yeah.
Plus 10 years. So 34 and 35.
Sadly. I wish we were younger, you guys.
Golly, I remember when I turned 30, our first year of traveling, and I was like, whoa, I'm old. That's crazy. And now I'm really old.
If you had to rebuild another RV with your current knowledge, how long would it take you? Well, there's many, many things we would do differently.
Oh, yeah.
I think first off, we would just get a pull-behind trailer because we thought it would be fun to have a Class C that has an engine in the front of it, but as you guys have seen, that comes with a whole heap of issues that we could have avoided.
Yep. So we would definitely get probably a pull behind a little bit smaller and something that was nasty on the inside, like already gutted. The outside needs to be pristine, but
It would be so much faster than this one was, because this one was just such a learning experience, which you guys saw. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. We still don't know what the hell we're doing, but we've learned so much that I think we would be able to blaze through it a lot quicker.
probably in a few months, I think we could turn one around nowadays.
Especially a little bit of a smaller one. We're probably going to try it at some point, so I don't know when that'll be.
Yeah. If you guys have any trailers out there that you're looking to sell, let us know.
Could you possibly cut down on saying, you guys? It's a drinking game that's killing us.
You
Yeah, I think
guys, come on.
I think I saw your guys' comments that you have a drinking game for every time we say you guys.
Well, I feel like we're always talking to a large group of people.
Yeah,
so
it feels awkward to talk and not address you guys as something, you know? So
Yeah.
you guys, that's what we say. I don't know.
That's what we say. Sometimes y'all. Sometimes I get on my y'all kick.
And one thing y'all have to understand is that in between the clips that we take, a lot of time passes. So for us, it's not like we're saying you guys all the time. It's just like we're all of a sudden randomly talking to a group of people. So that's how we address it. Believe it or not, I actually cut out a lot of the you guys in the editing. So what you hear is the edited version.
We
So-
might have a problem, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Have you ever had to visit a hospital or clinic or dentist while abroad?
I have not.
I did one time.
This sucker's done it twice.
Yeah, we actually were in Romania, I think, and we went out with some viewers who invited to take us out to lunch, and I ordered this hot piece of just delicious pork with this layer of fat on the top. In the middle of talking to them, I took a big old heaping bite, and I didn't realize that the top fat part was just molten. And I put it in my mouth, and it seared the inside of my mouth.
Oh, it turned black in there.
Yeah, it like burned the skin off the inside of my mouth, and I was sitting here talking to these two who are viewers of ours, and I was like,
Yeah, he just stops talking for the rest of the meal, and I was like, come on,
because I couldn't
dude.
just spit it out, and I didn't know it was burning me that bad. But then at the end of the meal, I was like, I gotta go to the doctor.
And he did, and it was free, and they gave him some like topical treatment.
It was a whole experience.
Yeah.
I don't think we shared it on the channel because I was just so embarrassed by it.
But now here we are sharing it on the channel.
Yeah.
And then when we were in Mexico, he got a tick bite in Cuba and thought that he was dying from it. So in Mexico with our friend Karina, we had to go to the doctor for him again.
And I had to have her check out the tick bite because I thought it was turning colors or something, but it turned out it was fine. When I walked in, she was like, oh, well, I mean, it can't be Lyme disease because your legs would be paralyzed by now. I was like, great, good thing my legs aren't paralyzed. This next one is in reference to our previous video. Did you polyurethane the shower ceiling? We're losing sleep over it, LOL.
Y'all, okay, so yes, don't worry, we are polying the ceiling. Originally we taped it off because we thought we would get too much poly in the corners if we tried to do it all at once.
Just trying to make it cleaner.
Yeah, trying to make it cleaner, and we quickly realized that's not necessary, so we have been doing it all, you'll see in a second.
Yeah.
The
But
ceiling is very poly.
It's funny, stuff that we don't even think we have to mention. All of a sudden you guys will cue into it and be like, oh my God, you're doing this. Oh my God, you're doing that. Speaking of, that is one of the reasons we are here. We are going to be putting the 4th coat of polyurethane on that shower, which we have to do right now. I'm actually just stalling because it's not that fun, especially after you've done it for the 4th time. But all right, let's go poly a shower, I guess.
A shower and a ceiling.
Is that your thing now? You just do the dance and walk away?
Yeah. That's for all you who said damn to this.
All right, this is over.
Looking good, babe.
Oh yeah, we're on the home stretch. This is some tedious work though, I'm not gonna lie. I guess I can pop this off for a second. These fumes are pretty potent.
Yeah.
This is the 4th coat. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do another one. The can recommends 3. I figure 4 is over and above, but it's a shower, so maybe we need to do 5 or 6. I don't know, it's probably overkill, because I mean this thing's seeming pretty watertight at this point.
Yeah, that'll be a answer for future Eric and Allison Day answer. Or that'll be a question. Never mind. Speaking of answers and questions, wine or beer, you have to choose only one.
Now that's a good question. Well, you know, sometimes you're just in the mood for wine and that's what you want, but most of the time, beer is my go-to. Can I still drink liquor and stuff?
They didn't say anything about that, so I'm going to say yes.
Okay, as long as I can drink liquor and other spirits and stuff, beer is what I would choose over wine, for sure.
Especially on a hot day like this.
Yeah, you guys should leave your answer below. Beer or wine, you have to choose one.
Everything is getting pretty much done in the RV. We're just putting in some beautiful final trim pieces, like these that we custom stained and made for the kitchen to cover up our holes.
Yeah, nice. It's funny, it looks like crap, then you put this trim on, and now it looks like it's
so
purposeful.
good.
All right, I got another question for you. We had a bunch of questions that are kind of similar. Basically, what did we do for jobs before YouTube?
Oh, believe it or not, I was not a carpenter.
Really?
I did nothing with these hands. I used to be in HR and recruiting, most recently at ModCloth. I don't know if any of you ladies have heard of it, but it's an online women's clothing company. And I helped hire and sometimes fire people there.
Yep.
And that's what I did. Before that was a lot of office jobs, secretary, assistant work.
Oh yeah, a bunch of questions were about what we studied in college as well.
Oh, yeah. So I went to Belmont University, which is in Nashville, Tennessee. And I actually went for entrepreneurship because I thought I was going to open my own little coffee shop when I was in high school. That was my dream. And then I quickly learned that I am not that business savvy, but I was already like halfway through my degree. So I stuck with it, got the degree. And now look, mom, dad, professors, I did start my own business.
Yeah, technically this is our own business.
Right? Yeah. So that's me in a nutshell.
We've officially done all that we can do on the RV for now. Mainly we have to stop and clean up this incredible mess that we've made.
Oopsie.
You guys should let us know if you're doing work like this in a shop, do you make as big of a mess as we do? It's so hard to clean as you go. I try to, but...
Yeah, we try to clean it up every day, and then we're like every week, and then it's once a month.
It's gonna look super fast to you guys because I'm gonna do a time lapse. Just about got the bathroom finished, you guys.
Check it out. So the shower's coming along. We are fitting the toilet. It fits perfectly, which is good because we measured it, but you never know with our measurements. We got our countertop in. We put our window cover, our screen in. It's coming together. We just have to paint and install the cabinet door.
Yeah, and then we'll have the bathroom. And this is it. That's all.
Wild.
That's pretty much all there is to do, you guys. Huh.
Cool. And of course, trim pieces to cover everything.
All right, we're done at the RV. We got everything all squared away, but we are not done with the Q&A. I have a question for you. When are you guys going on OnlyFans?
Oh my god.
Somebody asked that. Do you guys really want to see us on OnlyFans? Ask yourself that question. Come on.
Good
Actually,
Lord.
they're banning adult content anyway, so what do you want to see us do on there?
That's why we're not doing it, because we can't.
Yeah, of course. All right, now on a more serious note, the next question is, I'm still wondering how Eric's butt is so nice.
Maybe we have a future on OnlyFans. Maybe we should get into this.
Is my butt that nice? Is this true?
It's adorable.
All right, actual serious one. Do you ever feel awkward talking to the camera when you're out and about?
For
What do you
sure.
say?
Not as much nowadays, but definitely when I'm in a crowded space or in a restaurant sitting next to people and you can tell that they're just staring into your soul, I
Yeah.
get awkward then.
Honestly, you guys, that never gets... It gets easier, but it never gets too easy. Because if you guys watch a lot of our videos when we're out and about, you'll see people in the back of us just kind of staring.
Mm-hmm.
And the best you can do is to just put them out of your mind and act like nobody's listening to you, but sometimes you get in your head about it.
Yeah, well, it always feels weird, right? Because people inevitably think, who are these people who think they're so cool that they have to point a camera at their face?
Yeah. We're actually out just running a few errands, but then we're going to have to head home and try to pack up for our long journey to Colorado and then out to Germany. So,
Gosh, I'm gonna have to see if I remember how to pack for trips.
but we'll reconvene the Q&A at that time. So this is what packing looks like for us. All my shirts and underwear and socks over here. Allison's got her mountain of clothes. We've unleashed the closet.
Honestly, this is what it looks like every time we go to take a trip. I
Look at this, you guys.
go freaking crazy and I don't know what to do.
You guys wanted behind the scenes. This is it.
Eric was like, he pulled out the camera. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, well, we have to answer more questions. I was like, oh no, don't show them this. But you're getting shown it, so
it's pure chaos.
it's real and raw.
Question time. What would post-COVID endless adventure tell pre-COVID endless adventure? LOL.
That it was gonna last a lot longer than you thought. Buy the RV immediately and just frickin' get it done.
Yeah. Because we kind of tiptoed around it because we didn't know if we'd have that much time to do it.
Yeah, we didn't know what our timeline would be like, so we just kind of lollygagged, I'd say, because we were like, eventually we're gonna have to stop it anyway and go traveling. Little did we know it would never end, and we had all the time in the world.
My advice to pre-COVID Eric would be buy a lot more Bitcoin. I did buy some when it was dipped down to like 3K. Should have bought more.
All right, but I promise in like an hour, this will all be into one suitcase, probably.
Somehow she does it.
But it's all exciting, it's all fun, because tomorrow we're hitting the road for Colorado.
In the road, and then off to Germany.
And then to Germany, and then
Epic
to Austria,
travels.
and then to Italy. I almost said Australia. I don't know why. All right, it's late. We'll see you on the road tomorrow, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road tomorrow. The video's not over. We are on the road, and we're heading out west. We're Colorado bound, y'all.
Colorado bound.
Yeah, we've got a whopping 14 hours that we're driving, you guys. Man, we're kind of bummed out that we're not in our RV right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I know. It would have taken a lot longer to get out there, but boy, would it have been cooler.
Yeah, we were really looking forward to that first trip, and we were really trying to get it all done in time, but now it doesn't even matter, so.
No, Clementine, she needed to see the mountains.
Yeah.
Now she has to wait.
It is gonna happen though, dadgummit, you guys, it's gonna happen. We just gotta stay positive, which actually leads me to our next question. It just says, secret to you guys staying positive.
It's not showing you guys when we're negative.
Yeah. Obviously, we've had a lot of issues with the RV and stuff, and just, you know, travel can kind of beat you down sometimes in general. And sometimes it is kind of hard to stay positive when things just don't go right. Luckily, I have her, and she helps me stay very positive.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't work, and I get negative anyway.
Yeah. But sometimes it happens with me. We don't let you guys in on everything, but there have been quite a few things in our personal lives with especially my family this past year that's been really, really difficult, and we have kept it, I guess, just completely off of the videos just because it's not necessary. It doesn't really help y'all out to know those things.
We're not the type of people that like to talk about our family life or to try to like to show us crying on camera or something like that. We just like it. We like our videos to be fun and happy, and we want to make you guys feel happy.
Yes.
You know,
this is a happy space, and it's fun and lighthearted.
Yeah.
And off camera, we have our breakdowns and our freakouts, which have happened sadly more than we wanted to this past year.
Yeah, which I'm sure you guys can all relate to that,
yes,
because it's been
it's
a hard,
been a wild
hard
year.
last couple years for everybody.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, we're not just always crazy, happy, chipper people.
No.
Now that you have 500,000 subscribers, how often are you recognized on the street?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we do get recognized sometimes, y'all, and it is
Believe it or
freaking
not.
weird.
That has actually been happening since we had maybe 10 or 20,000 subscribers.
All around the world, too.
Yeah, it's really rare, but I think when you travel so much, you just have higher odds of running into someone who's seen your videos.
Yeah.
And of course, the bigger your audience gets, the more likely that is to happen. So it does happen.
In a big city, it'll happen somewhat often.
Yeah.
In restaurants, we'll notice people kind of staring and talking, and we'll be like, why are they looking at us?
Yeah.
And then they'll come over and like ask for a picture, and we'll be like, still it doesn't register. We're like,
Yeah.
why do you want a
Some
picture?
people literally
of
walk over and they're like, can we have a picture? I'm like, why?
And then we're
oh,
like,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
we make YouTube videos, duh. There was this one time we were actually with our friend TJ at a market in London, and we were recognized twice in a row.
Beautiful as and try it.
Oh no, you! The Endless Adventure! I love your stuff!
Apparently this guy knows us. Hi.
Yes, mate.
We were trying that paella, and the one guy was like, oh shit, the Endless Adventure. And then someone else came up from behind us and said, oh, I watch your videos too.
They're so famous. Sorry if we're awkward when we meet you, or if we're having an off day and look kind of disheveled. Some days we haven't showered when we meet people out and about, but we love it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. Is it weird that we want to hang out and be friends with y'all? Cry, laughy face.
Yeah, because we're actually not that cool, y'all.
Yeah, that's what we're always paranoid when people meet us that they're going to secretly find out that we're really not that cool.
They were friggin' lame-os.
But I mean, hey, if you guys like chilling, watching Netflix, drinking beer, working in the garage, travel,
Maybe,
then we probably get
maybe
along.
we should be friends.
Yeah. A couple of you guys were asking if we're still doing videos and just posting extras and stuff on our Patreon page. If you're not familiar with that, we actually have a Patreon page that we've had for a long time, where our plan was to post, behind the scenes videos, and we were doing monthly live streams for a while.
Yeah.
We have not kept up with that very well. We're sorry about that.
Yeah, we're
We're really
really
sorry.
Yeah.
But that all ends now. We are going to start being better about posting some behind the scenes stuff on Patreon. We're gonna try to do like up to date, up to the minute stuff over there, so that you guys, anything you see over there is basically as current as humanly possible.
Yes.
We're also gonna try to restart the live stream, because we always have a lot of fun with those. They're just really hard to organize because we never have good internet and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can always head over to our Patreon page. The link for that will be in the description and on the screen somewhere, and you can support us that way. And if not, you can support us just by watching, you guys. Did I say you guys again? Dang it. How come you guys don't get tan? Seen some videos showing your skin sunburned.
I don't think it's not possible for me to get tan.
Yeah.
Like, my skin is just so transparent.
Believe it or not, when I was a kid, I used to get very, very tan. I lived in Phoenix and we had a pool, so I was outside all the time, and I had very, very brown, dark skin. And then as I got older, that all changed, and now I can't get tan to save my life. This is it.
We mostly try to avoid the sun at all costs.
Yeah, I'm terrified of the sun. I don't want to get skin cancer.
Yeah. We're getting some of those questionable moles you get once you get into your 30s. It's scary stuff. I don't like it.
This one just says, redo the 1K subscriber video for 500K subscribers.
Y'all, can I be honest? I have a doc where I have been compiling ideas for an epic milestone celebration video. Mostly it's like rent a yacht, bike ramps, lots of fireworks, all this random stuff. Just
Why does it always involve fireworks?
I don't know, every video. We really wanted to do it, and we really thought at 500,000 we would have come up with the perfect idea, but alas, here we are, just driving in a car and answering your questions. Sorry.
But if you'd like to see that 1,000 subscriber video, I don't know that we could actually top it. We went all out for that one, so we will link to that on the screen and in the description below. But if you want to have a nice little laugh at what 1,000 subscriber Eric and Allison looked like, go check that out. Final question: do you regret buying the RV? Bum bum bum.
No.
Well, yeah, actually,
Not at all.
not really. But it's funny though, because some days we do, because the project is just so daunting, or it doesn't start, or it gets hit by a semi, or it just seems like it's never going to end. You have to understand, the reason why we never really felt that much regret about it is because this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to work with our hands and to build something, because we've never been able to do that because we were traveling full time for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So we've learned so much. We feel so much more confident with power tools and just fixing stuff in general that you really can't put a price on that. And we've been able to build this awesome RV out of it that hopefully we'll be traveling with soon for a very long time.
Yeah, Clementine is looking so cute, y'all. We
Yeah.
cannot wait to put the finishing touches. We have so many fun, designy things just in a corner at my parents' house, all these like pillows and blankets and dishes and all this fun stuff we want to put in there.
It's all going to come together so fast when we get back, I promise. Assuming that she runs. Bonus question. I almost forgot about this one. Do we have any plans to take the RV over to Europe?
Oh, that would be so rad.
Yeah, I actually think about that all the time, but you guys have to think of all of the logistics. First off, the thing has to be very reliable, and maybe after like 2 years of running it reliably, not having any engine issues, then we would take it over there, or maybe even consider it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to break down and try to fix it over there. It seems a lot more complicated. Also, the cost for shipping it over there, very, very high. So I don't know how practical it is, but man, that would be super cool.
If we could come up with a sweet route, although I don't want to do, no offense, I don't want to do any left-hand driving in her, because I am not so great at it on my own, and then in that big beast.
Also, some of the roads over there are just so friggin' tiny, and I'd
we
be
need
paranoid.
a few years with her to really like understand how wide she is and big she is before we can take her on any tiny European roads.
Thank you guys for all the questions, and of course for supporting us over the years, up to 500,000 subscribers.
Never in my life.
She's speechless. Almost speechless.
Speechless, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. It's amazing. It's so cool. We love our little community, our big community now.
Big community. Big-ish.
Yeah. Goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.